What's going on, family? Adrian back with another video. I wanted to talk to you guys real quick about the new supply, but first, before I get into it, I want to say thank you guys for all of the continued love and support you guys show on the channel. We are pushing close to our first 1,000 subs, and I want to thank each and every last one of you guys, man. Salute to all you guys for being here with me and continuing to rock with me. So somebody had put in the comment box, does the new supply always know about us, and are they always triangulated with us? And I can speak from personal experience that no, the new supply doesn't always know about you. Like sometimes the narcissist is really good at hiding the new supply and basically compartmentalizing their life, so one person won't know about the other like that. So and I want to go back to when I was the new supply. So all supply is different. Everybody's not gonna go for the same things. And when I was the new supply, like if she had told me that she had just gotten out of a relationship with somebody and that the situation went completely left somehow, and basically I felt like she had started trying to like use me as a weapon against that other person, I would have left her alone right then and there. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys would have done the same thing if they would have tried to triangulate you from the very beginning. So in my case, I wasn't triangulated. Like she came into the situation with me presenting herself as being single and having been single for several years. So when her and I got into our relationship, she basically came into the situation just playing like, oh, I've been sitting at home taking care of my kids. I haven't actually been, dating like that, all of that kind of stuff. Now, had she presented the old supply right then and there and started trying to play the jealousy game with me, she, I think, knew that I would have just walked away right then and there from jump. Like, I'm not even gonna play that game with you. So I didn't actually find out or start getting triangulated with the new supply until probably halfway through. And this is actually over a 10-year period of time of dealing with the narcissist on and off. But after our third encounter, like our third relationship or whatever the case may be, this is when she started kind of, I guess I became the main supply. And once I became that main supply, that's when I started getting abused and all of that kind of stuff. So what ended up happening was she didn't initially triangulate me with the new supply, but halfway through our relationship, she basically told me that the old supply had popped up to her house, and she's giving me some type of story like, oh yeah, the dude that I was talking to you, the dude that I was talking to before you, he came to my mom's house, and he was kind of tripping. He was kind of like, asking about the relationship and this, that, and the third. And I'm kind of like, well, you and I have been dealing with each other for almost a year now. So how is this dude just popping up at your mother's house like this? You know what I'm saying? Like, so she already knew off the break I wouldn't have went for that. Like if I had known that she was dealing with somebody, or she had just discarded somebody, or she was still involved with somebody, or whatever the case may be, I would have walked away right then and there from the very start. And I think she kind of knew that. So sometimes your narcissist will know that you're not gonna play that game with them. So if you're the type of person that's not gonna play that game with them, and if you're the type of person that's going to present those boundaries up front, like, nah, I'm not going to play second best to nobody. They're not going to try to triangulate you from the very beginning. But what they will do is they will keep the old supply a secret, and then they will triangulate you later on down the line. So she basically kept him a secret, made it seem like she was very single. She had been single for years and years before I came into the picture, and basically she had only been basically taking care of her son for the last few years or whatever the case may be. So basically she presented herself as if she had just dedicated herself to her son's life. And now that I'm looking back on it, I know for sure that that's not the case at all. She definitely had other supplies, and not just probably the one before me. She probably had a whole, like they say, a harem closet. So, so in my case, basically, like I said, what ended up happening was she didn't present the old supply rate up front because she knew I wouldn't have stood for any of that. She waited until 6 to 8 months in. I was, after I was completely love bombed and all of that kind of stuff, and she felt like she had her hooks in me. And then she started presenting the old supply, saying, oh yeah, he's coming around now, and this, that, and the third. So when she started doing that, I also noticed that right after that, that's when I started seeing her on her phone a lot more. She would be, playing with her text messages, and, she would be on social media a lot more and all of that kind of stuff. And that's when I also walked up on a conversation where the guy, basically, I didn't walk up on the conversation. Basically, you know how a phone call comes in, she basically answered the phone, and when she answered the phone, the volume on the phone was loud enough to where I could actually hear the guy saying, hey baby, what's up? You know what I'm saying? And she was like, hey, how you doing? And she basically tried to present that situation even after I asked about it, like, oh no, that was just a friend, like, nah, that wasn't anybody, it wasn't anything serious or anything like that. So that's just one of the ways that they will play that game. They will triangulate you later on down the line with the old supply. So they're not going to put the old supply in front of you right up front all the time. Sometimes they will just sit back and wait and get you baited in. And then once you're baited in, and once they feel like they have their hooks in you, then they will start to triangulate you with other people, old supply, and all of that kind of stuff. But if you're the type of person that when you meet them, if you show them any type of strength that you're not gonna play that type of game off the break, then they're not gonna play that type of game with you off the break. They're gonna bait you into it, and then it's like the bait and switch. So they're gonna bait you into it, and later on down the line, then they'll start presenting their other lovers and other people in the harem closet, and basically just try to triangulate you that way. So that's my video, guys. I appreciate you guys for rocking with the channel, man. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I just wanted to tap in with you guys real quick because that's something that I experienced. I was not triangulated from the very beginning because I wouldn't have went for it. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys can probably attest to that in your own circumstances and your own situations and everything. But yeah, they will wait until they feel like they have you and then start to triangulate you. And so that's my video. Salute to the family, man. I appreciate you guys.